You know, it's got me tossed. If she is a lagger, why hasn't she lagged on whoever smashed her painting?
She might be scared.
She might be. Where have you been, Gilmore?
I'm not sure that's any of your business. But if you must know, I've been to see Paul Reed to get permission to see Judy.
And who do you think smashed Vincent's painting?
I did. Well, if we waited for you to do something, we'd all be out of here.
You brainless little bastard. We're not sure Vincent is the lagger.
Oh, come on, you said she was yourself.
Well, now I'm not so sure.
Yeah, well, I reckon she deserves to be taught a lesson. She gets favours from the screws, so I don't care either way.
Oh, that's nice. Maybe you don't care either way if I break your stupid neck. Now get out of my sight! Why don't you go over to the hospital and cut off your friend's blood supply?
How are you?
I'm a lot better today, thanks.
Ah, you're looking well.
Well, apart from feeling as though I've been hit in the chest with an axe, I'm doing okay.
Did the nurse say how long you'd been for?
No, she didn't. But that's what I wanted to talk to you about. I wondered if you'd still be able to come and see me now that the operation's over.
Oh, if you'd like me to, of course. I'd be glad to.
It's just that I feel I can talk to you without you judging me, you know? I know you're just doing a job, but I feel that we're friends.
Oh, we are friends.
That's nice. You know, I'd like to know what makes you tick. Well, it's just that you always seem so cheerful and positive. I'm hoping that some of that'll rub off on me.
Just believe in yourself, and it will.
Yes, fascinating. Absolutely fascinating. You know, I can quite see how it expresses her life as a prostitute. What amazes me, I think so much, is its simplicity. A bit like nature, I suppose. Unbelievably complex, yet inexplicably simple.
Yes, yes. The only disappointing aspect of her work is that her paintings are so few in number.
Yes.
The oppressive atmosphere of the prison makes it impossible for her to be prolific. The value of these paintings is skyrocketing. A simple case of supply and demand. Could I interest you possibly?
By the way, do you know anything about this sculpture over here?
Ah, yes.
What on earth is Vincent doing in her prison uniform? Well, I don't know. She was supposed to change. Vincent, just who do you think you are? By wearing your uniform, you've not only broken the prison rules, but you've also exploited our trust in you.
Actually, Mrs. Davidson, that's my fault. We were so rushed around here. Well, I know this sounds implausible, but I offered to iron Carey's dress. But to cut a long story short, I burnt it.
Did you indeed? Well, I have no choice but to accept your explanation, but I find it hard to believe that something couldn't have been organized.
I'm really very, very sorry, Mrs. Davidson.
Well, let's forget about it. How are things progressing?
Not too bad.
And Mr. Reed said that he'd get someone to tell me what to invest it in.
That's terrific, Dor. You could become one of them typhoons.
What about Kevin? You can't string that poor bloke along forever, you know.
Yeah, I know. He's written to me a couple of times, but I never wrote back.
You're bloody mad, Dor. Got a bloke who wants to marry you. He's got a good job. You got a few bob and a house to shift into. Half your luck, I say.
Yeah, I suppose you're right. But I'll tell you something. If it does work out the way you say, you've got to promise to come and live with us.
Get away. You don't want a silly old bugger like me living with you.
Oh, of course we do. You know what? We could do up your room just the way you like it, and then we could go shopping.
Excuse me for interrupting you, but I must introduce myself. My name is John Smythe. I can't tell you how much I admire your work.
Thanks, sir. How do you do?
You know, a talent such as yours only comes along once or twice in a lifetime. The thing that amazes me, though, is the way you manage to express yourself working in those terrible prison conditions.
Oh, I don't know. They treat me very well.
Really?
Yes.
I heard the warders were all animals.
How would you know?
Come here for a second. There's something I must ask you.
My dear fellow, I think that she's the hottest thing since Sydney Nolan. How much better she would be if she was free to work and create in her own time. This oppressive atmosphere is with us. Now, something I have to tell you. This isn't widely known, but But a certain prison officer actually coerced Miss Vincent into handing over one of her finest works in exchange for artist materials and the right to paint. This blatant piece of blackmail wouldn't have even come to light apart from an extraordinary coincidence. Of all the people who could have framed the picture, whom did you choose? The one person who could immediately recognize the style of Kitty Vincent and would know exactly where the painting came from. My dear fellow, she came to me.